Slugma is only native to the Kanto region. Despite being a Johto Pokemon, Slugma is only native to the Kanto region in Pokemon Gold, Silver and Crystal. However, it can be acquired via eggs from Primal. Cresselia's body is made up of 3 colors. This includes magenta, yellow and cyan, which are also the 3 subtractive colors. This is strange because Cresselia is based on the moon, which reflects the light of the sun to create moonlight. The 3 colors are also shared with the 3 Lake Guardians, Uxie, Spirit and Azelf. Professor Oak was once the champion of the Indigo Plateau. This is confirmed by the Pokemon Adventures manga. As far as the games are concerned, at some point in time everyone in Palette Town has been a champion. This includes Blues and Red as well. Poltergeist has 2 different forms. The species live in antique teapots, which many find very valuable. However, most of the pots that Poltergeist will reside in are forgeries. On rare occasions, authentic pots can be found and will be determined by the seal in the inner rim of the bottom pot when in Dynamax mode. Both of these forms also have their unique Pokédex entry and evolution. Every Pokemon champion has a confirmed relative in the games. This is proven true for everyone apart from Dianta. Blue is related to Professor Oak, Lance is related to Claire, and Steven is related to Mr. Stone, etc. Dianta is the only Pokemon champion without a confirmed hometown. This may be because she constantly travels around to fulfill her role as an actress. Apart from being a Pokemon champion, she also ranks as Grand Duchess in the Battle Chateau. The Oshawa evolution family was the most difficult to design. This was stated by Ken Sugimori, who then later agreed with this team to stick with the Sea Lion and Otterodens. The evolution design was based on like animals they found in the aquarium they visited for inspiration. Lillipup is the perfect house pet. According to its son Pokédex entry, this Pokemon is popular among trainers who live in apartment buildings. This is mainly because it does not yell. Pidove is considered the least intelligent starter bird Pokemon. This is supported by its black and white Pokédex entries, where it states that it is very forgetful and often fails to understand its trainer commands. This is also a reference to pigeons in real life, which are also depicted as unintelligent birds. Blitzel is one of the most difficult early game Pokemon to find. Because of this, it is considered rare for you to encounter one. Blitzel can be found by Route 3 in Pokemon Black and White. However, its evolved form Webstick can be found in 9 different locations, making it more common than its pre-evolved form. The first and last moves that Audino learns in the same. This move is last resort and is learned by level up. Time Pulse design is inspired by several things. Despite being inspired by a tadpole for its main design, it is also musically inspired. Coincidentally, its Japanese name Otamaro can mean both tadpole and musical notes. This could also reference its musical note like eyebrows. Trainers use Pokemon poop to keep them warm. According to the Pokemon White Pokédex entry, Darumaka's droppings are hot. Often people use these droppings to keep in their clothes to keep warm in cold environments. Archon and Archops are the only fossil Pokemon without a hidden ability. Both are known to be extinct but can be revived from fossils. Researchers believe that this Pokemon is the ancestor of all bird Pokemon. Gotita stares intently at everything. At times it becomes so obsessed with its subject that it does not notice attacks coming its way. Their ribbon-like feelers also increase their physic powers. Gatorita manipulates children. According to its black and white Pokédex entries, it makes friends while controlling sleeping children on starry nights. Ducklet's evolutionary line is based on the story of the Ugly Duckling. Ducklet represents the Ugly Duckling before maturity. Later on, Ducklet evolves into Swanna, a white swan Pokemon. Emolga is based on a Japanese breed of dwarf-flying squirrels. This species is located on the Honshu Islands of Japan. Coincidentally, this is also the island where the Kanto region is based on. Tyranitar and its evolutions are the only Pokemon without any weaknesses. Despite being pure electric type, the ability Levitate grants them immunity from their only true weakness, ground type. Its evolution Electric is the only second stage evolution that can learn any moves by leveling up. Of all fire type Pokemon, Litwick has the lowest stats. Litwick has the lowest base speed and attack stats among fire type Pokemon. It also has the lowest base attack stats among ghost types as well. Dustox is one of the most unique poison type Pokemon. This is mainly because it evolves from a non-poison type Pokemon. Tailo flies over 180 miles a day. Tailo migrates to warmer locations because it dislikes the cold so much. They will often migrate to other lands in search of warmth. Pelipper can fit a small child in its beak. In other games, Pelipper can also be seen delivering mail. It commonly acts as a transporter that can also carry eggs and smallest Pokemon inside its beak. Rats is an anagram for the word astral. In almost every language, its name is always an anagram of the word astral. Each name is only slightly different from the letters slightly rearranged. Touching Esper's ears are dangerous. This psychic type Pokemon has an organ that emits intense psychic power. It is covered by its ears to keep this power from leaking out. The psychic energy is enough to create a blast with a 300 feet radius. It is also said that if Esper doesn't like someone, it will allow it to touch its ears, thus killing them. Slackot's heart beats once per minute. No matter what happens, it is content with just loafing around motionless. According to its Sapphire Pokédex entry, it is rare to see if this Pokemon move at all. Shedinja only has one health point. It also has one of the most unique evolution methods and typing in the game. Its ability Wonder Guard also allows it to only be hit by super effective moves to the Pokemon. This ability makes Shedinja almost invincible. Hariyama has a higher catch rate than its pre-evolved form. The catch rate for Hariyama is 36.6%, while Makuhita has a catch rate of 33.8%. Hariyama's body may also seem fat, but it is made from a hunk of solid muscle. Most Pokemon uses its male counterparts for the official artworks. This was mainly the case before the concept of gender differences were introduced in Generation 4. One example is the use of the female Meditite instead of the male version in the official art books. Poing can never stop bouncing. This is because the shock of its bouncing is what makes its heart pump. If Poing were able to stop bouncing, its heart would stop, thus causing it to die. Absol can sense danger. Absol has the innate ability to sense coming disasters before humans can. It can sharply sense changes in the land and sky to predict what kind of danger will come. Machampu is said to have mastered every fighting style in the world. Machamp can attack opponents while defending itself simultaneously. It unleashes Megaton level punches which send its opponents flying clear over the horizon. Machamp also has an incredible speed and can deliver 1000 punches within 2 seconds with its forearms. Magikarp can jump over mountains easily. Magikarp can use Splash to leap over great heights. It is said that it can leap over 29,000 feet high into the air. An Electivire can provide enough electricity to power a large city. A single Electivire can produce enough power that can last for an entire year. This totals to approximately around 14 billion kilowatts per hour. When Igglybuff starts bouncing, it can't stop. Igglybuff has a soft and natural bouncing body. Once it begins bouncing, nothing can stop it. Charizard's flame can melt anything. A Charizard would often fly around in search of opponents it can battle. It breathes intense flames that can melt any kind of material in the world. Tyranitar is overwhelmingly powerful. This Pokemon can bring down a whole mountain with zero to no effort to make its nest. Its body cannot also be harmed by any kind of attack, thus making it very eager to challenge enemies. Arcanine's bark is irresistible. According to the Pokédex, its bark conveys a great sense of majesty. Anyone who hears this cannot help but be infatuated and grovel before it. Macargo's temperature is around 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Water is vaporized upon contact of its body. When in the raindrops that fall onto it automatically turns into steam which cloaks the area in a thick fog. Spiritomb is made up of 108 spirits. This Pokemon is also bound to fissure in an odd keystone. If this keystone were to be broken, it would release all of the souls that make up Spiritomb. Brock and Misty have last names. Brock's surname is Harrison and Misty's surname is Williams. This was confirmed and revealed in an official interview with the original anime VA for Brock, Eric Stewart. Incineroar is the only evolution of a starter Pokemon to have a lower base stat. Its base speed is 30 points lower than that of a Torracat and it's even 1 point lower than its originally primary form Litten. Incineroar mostly makes up for this with powerful attacks that overwhelm its opponents. All professors from the main series are named after trees. In order of region releases, there are Professor Oak, Elm, Birch, Rowan, Juniper, Sycamore, Kukui, and Magnolia. Other professors from side games are also named with the same thematic. The Canto Elite 4 wanted to end the world. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, the Elite 4 were gathered by Agatha who shared their desire to see humanity suffer. They had planned to take over the world and kill anyone who would get in their way. However, it was then later revealed that they were mind controlled by a Gyarados ghost type Pokemon.